Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Wakita, or Joey, for those who know me personally. But yeah, so I just wanted to get a reading out for the collective again today. There's just been so much karmic path energy going. I'm just feeling like the veil is lifted so thin right now. And I feel like we're at a point, not just like with the physical new year, but energetically, I feel like a lot of us, like what I'm feeling, is a lot of like karmic path energy coming through, and I feel like there's a lot of us that are putting in the work and are going through an up leveling, and I think that there's a lot of us or people around us that are not putting in the work, and they're not going to be up leveling this time, if you will. It's almost like they're going to go around the cosmic egg, and um, some of them are going to be revisiting those cycles because there's more for them to learn. So I feel like that might be a theme, as that's what I've been picking up from the collective right now. I'm going to start with the archetype deck, and I'm just going to take a moment to call in our guides of the highest and the best, our guides of the light, our protection team. Shout out to our angels, guides, spirit team. Like, thank you so much. And I just ask that this reading find exactly who it's meant to, And I really would just like to thank Kim Kranz for making this deck. Ooh, it's reminding me of like the psychic symbol, like Vesica Pisces, overlapping circles. Yeah. Alrighty. What does the viewer of the collective need to hear today? Yeah, the eternal child. So yeah, this is really a time, as I see it, to bring in that internal like joy, and I feel like that's a lot of like what I'm feeling. Like I'm feeling very excited. Like there's a lot of that childlike energy, and I think the eternal child is different in a sense of like like when you hear Peter Pan syndrome. The eternal child is very much like that internal joy, and I feel like the eternal child is so important, this energy, for manifesting. This is an energy that I really talk about when I'm trying to convey to my clients about manifesting, like with the law of assumption, like getting into that childlike energy. Like, I already have it, it's already mine, and you're not just thinking about having it, you're running through all of the things that are going to happen once you have it. And I just see this so much also as like sharing your gifts, just like when you're a child, and there's just like no shame. There's no shame, and it's just almost a sense of you are who you are. And yeah, and this is just reminding me of like a peacock, like sharing like your peacock beauty, like your individual expression, but also there's just a sense of levity and fun to this card. Uh, yeah, so someone might be doing a lot of inner child healing right now, and I feel like for someone specifically here, I feel like there's aspects of your inner child that have been pushed down that you've put to protect yourself. But this is letting you know that it's safe to start doing that energy healing. It's safe to start accessing those memories to really delve into the deep. And there's a sense of trust that has to happen with that, okay? I'm going to check the book just to see if there's anything I may have missed. Just because I respect Kim Kranz's art and talent so much. And she's the one that made the deck, so. The eternal child, you've got to be around here somewhere. There we go. The inner child, the child of joy. It's connected to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life. Yeah, it's about seeking joy above all else. Yeah, and it's about accessing your inner magic. And again, that's, yeah, that manifesting power. That's because as a child, we are not, separate from that magic. No one's convoluted our mind into telling us what we can or cannot be. No one tells us what is or isn't possible when we're a child. Yeah, so this archetype has just so much spirit. But this also is archetype, that one of my best friends who passed had he was very much the eternal child. So these people are very much like a joy to be around. They lift your spirits up. They absolutely are high vibrational beings. But a lot of times these people struggle with various self love issues almost, even though it might not outwardly be present. A lot of times deep down, these are the ones that suffer silently, or the eternal child. That's an archetype that is actually known to suffer from substance abuse issues. So don't be afraid to give yourself some self love and really accept love just as you give it. Be willing to receive love as you give it. The mask, yeah. And so I think the mask, that's largely speaking to I feel like that shadow aspect. Yeah, I'm seeing shadow aspect of the eternal child, shadow aspect of self. I'm hearing. So it's very much like who's under the mask, and I feel like a lot of like to get to all of this magic into our true identity of self, I feel like we have to bear and brave those shadows, and that's what I feel like is coming up a lot. And so I feel like I see this split as like choosing to grow and to up level this karmic cycle, or choosing to stay in the darkness right now and choosing to keep battling these shadows, which there is nothing wrong with battling the shadows, but I mean it's about kind of learning to maneuver these phases and these cycles of life with finesse and ease. That's at least I strive to. um, but yeah, so very much like with the mask, I'm getting a sense of like inner identity, realization, and I'm almost getting cosmic consciousness. I'm hearing for someone, cosmic consciousness is coming through. Like what is behind the mask? And I feel like a lot of us are starting to really ask that question and delve into who am I? Who am I? What am I capable of? And I think a lot of us are really starting to step from that role of being wearing a mask all the time, and um, almost living for others, if you will. And I think a lot of us are really starting to access more of that eternal child energy, and to really not give a fuck, and to just shine our own inner light, and to shine our own unique vibration, um, from a sense of just unabashedness, like you're just not afraid to be yourself. You're not afraid to shine your light. And I think that's beautiful. I'm actually going to check the book on the mask too and see what my girl Kimmy's got to say about that. The tools. It's gotta be a tool. Yeah. The persona, the performance, the reveal. Yeah. We often think of a mask as something that conceals our identity, but contemplate the possibility that a mask permits our true identity to be revealed. It allows. Yeah, so maybe someone, if you're feeling rejected, or if you're having a lot of anxiety, but you have all this energy, maybe it's time for you to put a mask on so you can brave the darkness. Maybe it's time for you to start a account, even if it's one, without a face on it. Even if you just are reading your cards or doing whatever it is that you're doing, like you don't need to even have your physical body or your face in it. There are boundaries that can be established, and a mask is an amazing tool for that. And similarly, also, like I feel like this is a lot of this is another message for another group of people that is definitely coming out, and this is something that I have personally been facing with energies of the people that are around me. And it's that to be mindful of who might be wearing a mask in your life, who might be wearing that mask for you and really not showing you all of how they are, and maybe is mistaking or taking your child eternal childlike energy and joy as you being naive, perhaps, or you not being aware. But I sense like with the eternal child, there is just like a sense of psychic awareness, I feel like, that comes with that, because children, no one has told you what is or isn't possible, and I feel like kids have just a higher level of intuitive awareness than adults do usually. Um, but yeah, so I feel like this is really a time to sit back and assess not only who is under your mask, but who is under the masks of the people around you. Start really taking, I see this as a time to be observant. I see this as a time to really observe, go within, and really take account of everything that's around you and be mindful. Be mindful. Take some inventory. The king. The king in the flame. Yeah. So I feel like there's very much, this is like a time to really access your inner masculine and I think show up for yourself and really create like a safe environment for this inner work to happen, or maybe lean on a king in your life. Maybe there's someone with that really strong masculine energy that's really going to help you access this. But I feel like a lot too of what's that's a message for someone else, but I feel like specifically with the king coming up, I'm almost getting like I feel like there's a lot of lower vibrational masculine energies that are being cleared away collectively right now, especially with the flame being here. I just see this as a lot of transmutation first of all, but also I see this as like passion. Okay, I'm feeling a lot of this passionate energy, and I'm feeling fierce. Like I feel a lot of like lion energy. Like yeah, it almost feels like Leo. Like I'm hearing Leo. Hmm. I think now would be a good time to make an offering for some of us. Um, I genuinely believe like that our ancestors and our spirit at this time, I feel like with all that we're trying to pull in and all that we're trying to do, it's really a time to make an offering, and that's also been something that's come up. But I'm just seeing this as a time to really trust and pause and take account of all the people and the things in your life and have like some radical accountability for where you're at and what's going on. And I think it's, yeah, I'm just seeing this as pause. I'm just feeling a sense of pause and going within here. I'm going to pull a couple tarot cards. Actually, I'm going to read the book quick. Sorry, I forgot to check the book on these. Just there's certain decks that I just do that with, and this is one of them. The King, the Ruler, the Commander, the Emperor. Yeah, it's giving Emperor of Tarot. Yeah, so this very much so. I'm immediately too like, I feel like so many of us are being asked to step into the role of teacher, leader, visionary. And so, maybe it's time to really put on that mask or take off that mask in order to step into the role of the king and to really reignite this passion, to share this passion, and to bring this passion almost to like a focal point, with the divine masculine. It's almost a sense of like channeling this energy into a like conducive place. Okay. Yeah, through the lens of the king, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. The king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted to avoid corruption. Yeah, and it basically says like the need to really step the ego aside. So, and I feel like that the king in the mask, the mask I feel like is so much related to ego for a lot of us, because it's like we've been conditioned and trained to look and act a certain way, so we put on this mask for everybody else, but really that's not who we are. Okay. And I feel like the flame, I'm feeling like the violet flame of Saint Germain. So it's like if you feel like you're caught up in that ego race, if you feel like you're wearing a mask for other people and you don't even know who you are anymore, it's time to come back to yourself. It's time to go within. It's time to reconnect with the eternal child and to re-access who it is that you really are at the core of yourself, and not what you've been conditioned to believe you are. Yeah, and this is just saying to like to be mindful of this king energy, because the king has the opportunity to lead with benevolence, and from a place of selflessness, but the king also has a place to, start leading from a place of fear or ego. So it's to be really mindful. I feel like a lot of like these colors, I feel like it's to be mindful to find the balance in the middle, and to not, um I'm hearing too much of anything is a bad thing. And so I just feel like it's very much finding that middle ground and the balance, as with all things in life, I feel like that's how it goes. The flame, the fire, the spark, the glimmer. Yeah. Yeah, it's purifying us. It's purifying us and cleansing, and I feel like that's a lot of like that karmic clearing that I was talking about. Yeah, so maybe someone, if you're feeling really drawn to that flame card, or when I said the flame, try doing some candle gazing. Really send your intentions, light that candle with intention, call in your guides, and send that energy through into the candle, okay? That's gonna help somebody. And as always, please like feel free to share your stories, or anything. If this is aligning, please let me know. Um, Not that I don't trust my intuition, but it's just always nice to have like the recognition. I Lest I digress, let me pull some tarot cards. Okay, exactly. Yeah, the Hermit. So this is very much a time to go within. Who's under the mask? It's time to really get in touch with your inner light again. And yeah, and for someone, it's time to stop letting your ego run the show. You're living for other people's. You're living to for this image that you want to keep it for other people, but that's not even who you are, and you know that. So let it the fuck go. Let it go. Don't be afraid to shine your inner light. It doesn't make you. Yeah, you're denying yourself this happiness that is on the other side. Like, just go within. Go within and really delve into the depths of who you are. Because the universe wants you to be happy, but whoever this is, I feel like your intuition is leading you, and you've known how you feel, you know what you want, but you're not listening. Um, or you weren't in the past, but I feel like now we're coming into a place of listening better. Because like with the Queen of Cups here, it's like the Queen of Cups is just very emotionally mature and very intuitive, and it's just so much of like the divine feminine. It's a very nurturing energy, and like someone who's super compassionate and caring. um yeah, and I'm just feeling like it's almost like a balance to like the king energy. Yeah, so maybe there's going to be that queen coming into your life, or perhaps maybe you are that queen. Interesting. Interesting. To clarify more. Getting the book out for this one too. Seven of Swords, which I know what it means right side up, but reversed, I could almost see it like as being delays, or like it's something that you're keeping private to yourself. Yeah, like I feel like this intuition, like it, but this is something that you're keeping to yourself, is what I feel. Fine, Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is secret energy. Keeping secrets. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of this a lot of this is like, who am I to be trusting my intuition? You know, it's giving imposter syndrome. But yeah, and I feel like this is a sense of just lying to yourself. Why would you do that, honey? The Chariot. I'm so sorry about the wait on this, guys, but I really do enjoy this book. Um, Yeah. So what the message that's trying to come out with this is, you're letting this imposter syndrome and like these self-limiting beliefs stop you from, completing your goal or towards charging towards the finish line on whatever this is. I feel like whoever is listening to this is gonna know. Um, yeah, there's yeah, you're stopping, you're up leveling. It's these limiting beliefs, like this mask that you're wearing. Like, who am I to be doing this? Who am I to be doing that? Those aren't even your emotions. I don't think. I think these are literally the energies of doubtful people that are in your circle, as I see it. But it's time to really enlist a mentor. It's time to really get in the energy of up leveling yourself and pushing yourself towards that path, to really ascend past that karmic path again, if you will. And that's what I see this as. Like, you have the choice to keep doubting yourself, keep feeding into these blocks and ignoring your intuition, or you can start to really show yourself some self-love and approach it, from a place of tenderness and kindness. And if you do that, you're gonna see a lot of movement happening quickly. You're going to quickly up level your circle, your energy. Yeah, because you have this inner treasure, you know. You have all of this love and good energy to share, and that's when you're gonna manifest the right partner, the right situations, is when you really do that inner work and you feel like you're shining from the inside out, and that's when all of the outward stuff is going to come in, because you are resonating in that frequency. And there's so many meanings to these cards, but this is what I'm getting for the message today. Yeah. This is very much a time to lean on your friends, and I'm hearing like maybe start a coven for some of you, or really, get like even if you don't like that terminology, get a group of like-minded people together to really, honor the moon cycles, and involve yourself in rituals to help build each other up and to really up level each other. Yeah, and share your inner talents and gifts, and I've recently found a group of people I've been so thankful to call in part of my soul tribe, and it's really helped me develop and strengthen my gifts to have people to lean on and to trust, and the validation helps so much. Yeah, so there's very much like a sense for someone here, like you're wanting all this, you're wanting something to come to a head quickly, and you're wanting it, but you're feeling lots of delays. There's lots of delays. There's lots of delays. Why is there lots of delays for this person? Who is experiencing these delays, and what for, bitch? What's going on? Yeah, you're experiencing these delays because you're living in the past. You're stuck in the past. Okay? If you're feeling stuck, it's because you are literally mentally putting yourself in your own prison, as far as I see it. Like it's okay to visit memory lane, but when you're sitting there stuck in the past, oh goodness, when the universe is trying to hand you abundance, the universe is trying to literally give you new blessings, new love, but you're feeling ungrounded. I feel like there's a lot of scattered energy for whoever this is, You know, typically you might be, you know, in your Queen of Pentacles energy where you are very abundant, you are very stable, you are very grounded. But right now, that's not the case. And I feel like, yeah, I almost feel like someone's feeling blocked from their abundance. But I feel like this block from abundance is uh, coming from a block of intuition and just really not moving on from something. Yeah, you're really stuck on this tension and this conflict, and I feel like that I'm almost feeling this as your thoughts. Like this is someone's own thoughts, and I feel like conflicting thoughts, and it's almost like you're tripping over your own thoughts. And there's just all this energy, and yeah, it's almost like a manic, very manic, ungrounded energy. I feel like I might know who this is. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is the time to really draw upon your inner strength, okay? This is a time to, you know, start meditating, and yeah, I know this is giving me the energy of like this. I feel like the person who needs to hear this is maybe suffered an emotional setback, but as well as a monetary setback as well. I feel like there's multiple areas where you're getting hit right now. I feel like this stems from a love issue though. Um, at the end of the day, it's self love though, but I feel like it's being coded as a relationship with another. But this is a time to really, again, lean in on your friends and to focus all of that attention on what it is that you're trying to manifest, because this is such a powerful time, okay? So be mindful of where you're sending your energy. Send that energy and that love back to yourself, honey. Yeah. This is my Beyonce card, the Queen of Wands. She's making shit happen for herself. She's making shit happen for herself, and she's making shit happen for the people around her through love and just blessings, okay? And that is where you need to focus your energy. Not being stuck on all these things that went wrong or how you didn't get what you wanted. That energy, I'll tell you, it's played out and it's time to lay it to rest, okay? It's okay to feel those feelings for a little bit, but yeah. Um, mm-hmm. The Knight of Swords, or the King of Swords, which I know about the King of Swords right now, but I feel like the reverse King of Swords, it would almost be like someone who's just too logical, like too rigid of thinking. Yeah, yeah, I feel like whoever's thinking about this is thinking too rigidly, on whatever it is. I don't even need the fucking book. Yeah, you're thinking too rigidly on whatever it is, and you're really kind of not asking for help. I feel like you're kind of silently carrying this burden, and you're just kind of, yeah, I feel like this is a very personal inner struggle that you're not really, and I feel like whoever this is putting on like a front, like that they're okay and they're trying to look strong and do the thing, but really they're struggling, and it's okay to struggle. Just want to say that it's okay to struggle and not be okay. But also, you know, take some accountability as to why you feel that way. Sorry, I feel like this is very much this is the Light Seers deck, but I feel like this is a heavy message that's starting to come through for someone, because yeah, it's time to surrender and it's time to trust the universe and it's time to go with the flow. It's time to flow, not fight this and not fight what's happening. This is a time to surrender. Yeah, and that's going to lead you to the badass success. And they're letting me know that I have hit the mark on delivering this message to the person that it's meant to be delivered to. Okay, everything's coming full circle. Yeah. So they're wanting me to stop there actually, but I love you very much, guys, and thank you if you made it this far. Please like and subscribe. Bye.